Nothing quite defines a season like seizing an opportunity. The opportunity that comes when the #1 team in the country comes into your house and you have an opportunity to stake your claim to one of those coveted playoff positions. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on last year's national champion, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball. Out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Leaves it with the running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Ole Miss. We're at the halfway point of the season. They're sitting atop the rankings. How hard is it to maintain that focus as the season goes along?
It's really tough, and that's one thing this coaching staff's really been trying to focus on is just to take one opponent at a time, regardless of where they're ranked, regardless of where you're playing. You've got everybody's attention. You're the #1 team in the country midway through the year, David, but there are tougher challenges ahead.
Well, it's hard to get your players' attention because you start thinking you're good. We've got to get better every week, every practice, and sometimes that #1 ranking makes you not work as hard, gets you a little bit complacent, so that's the job of this coaching staff moving forward.
Oh, they're after it! He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a 4th down. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Bunch formation for these receivers. Lewis wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained, and they are entertained right now.
Yeah, and when you got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year, you always expect this. This fan base goes nuts because year after year they have elite playmakers.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David?
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a five-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Going up top again. Makes the catch. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. Wide receiver comes in motion. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Knight. Under fire. Zings it complete to the right. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. So you think quarterbacks are all about glory. How about taking that shot and getting rid of it just in time?
He did a great job hanging in there, being tough, and more importantly, I think, as a quarterback surveying the field, looking downfield, nothing open, making the right decision.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Got a man. Breaks into the open. The 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he makes the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Lewis to throw. Got his man quickly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. This is a designed run. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They go to the ground, and the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Knight. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D-linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th.
They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Now on the option. Now the toss. Turning it on. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
Hey, what a great decision by the quarterback. It's such a timing and art when you run this option. Like, you want to get those guys to collapse on you like he does and get that pitch man open. And then you see now he has space to run down the field and make the big play.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. To the ground with the back. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak. Sneaks it into the end zone.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Oh, and he hit the left upright. No good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? The home team is within striking distance, but time is not on their side. Time to see if they can solve this riddle. The away team has a slight lead. They play a fun brand of football. Let's see if they can close this one out.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dances away to buy time. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. I'm sure you guys saw this. One of the top running backs in the country, five-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
I mean, you don't get 5 stars very often, and you get 5 stars for a reason, because you are a dude. He is a man-child. They want to get him in the door now. They wish they could already have him signed, but the excitement is going to really build for this young man.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Now the play fake. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen, gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around. And this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The field goal is no good. The lead is still 6 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The offense changing the play. Looking for a crease to the left. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got it behind the line. It's Fleming. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Lewis wants to pass. Using his feet to buy time. He'll try to do it himself. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that 1st down. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Buying some time. Lets it fly. A strike downfield.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. The hand to the running back. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
All down, Liddell moves the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making checks. Lewis to throw. Gets it out fast. Got enough space. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Lining up for the point after and the lead.
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Fires to the big fella. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great example of the defense there, tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Alexander. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's Alexander. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Back to pass. It's Knight. Under fire. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34.
I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just now on the same page with his target.
He tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a single. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Rebels will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll start the third quarter with the run. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Lewis wants to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25. And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. On third down, he drops to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And the third down pass is knocked away by the D.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They'll start this drive going to the air. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Gonna run it. It's Stoneburner. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Alexander. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback going straight.
On that last one, they need 8 on second down. Off the boot, looking for his man. Dances away. It's caught downfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Handoff to the lone back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Rebels! And that one will give them the lead.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They'll try to pass their way in. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Lewis to throw. Catch in the middle. It's locked. Out across the 30. Marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Oh, he's got a chance. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
This is what's so hard as a defense, trying to stop this dual-threat quarterback, because in the previous play, he hurt you with his arm, and then on this one, he hurts you with his feet. They're going to have to do a better job of getting pressure on him, making him get rid of the football or go down with it, because his speed and his arm talent right now is a problem.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away, because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Lewis wants to pass. Scrambling away. He'll get rid of it. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. LSU is just getting blown off the field today. It's like they haven't even been competitive. How'd you like to be the network censor on the coaches show this week? They're trailing by 25 to Arkansas. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Knight. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The give to the back. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Sets up the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
They try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Alexander. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Looks as if they're going to pass on a chance to take the lead with the field goal and go for it on 4th down. On the run, still looking. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks. And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Lacy. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Running back searching for a hole. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to...
He'll take a shot. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Might be changing the route. Lewis to throw. He's got him. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Second and 10. He'll throw again. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you. But when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time. And the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And it's been a little bit of a frustrating day for this offense. They want to get the run game going, and they want to get it to their stud at running back, but he just hasn't found a lot of area. And here's the thing. If you don't have successful runs, now it's second and long. And this offense, they haven't been in a great spot because physically they haven't been able to run the football today.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. Lewis wants to pass. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Looking for more room. Running inside the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Great play by the defense, and they're expecting this, right? In a 2-minute situation, they've got a 2-possession lead. They got a lot of DBs out on the field, and everybody's eyes are just on the quarterback. They're all seeing it thrown, and they're breaking on the ball, and they come away with it.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. He's got an open man. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. They came into this game with plenty of people putting them on upset alert, and they were ready for the challenge.
And they passed it with flying colors. And this is what you want to do as a team. You want to make these little statements across the season. And they proved, Palmer, the difference between them and the other team being ranked is wide, and there's a reason why.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal, and they showed that here today. Dominating in all 3 phases. This is a team everybody needs to look out for.
Dropping back, it's Knight. Makes the catch. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And you try to catch them off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Gets rid of it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, here comes the return. No more room to run. They make the tackle.